My microphone wasn't on. My microphone wasn't on. Yes, it was basically I was confirming Fortnite. Sorry. Um, I forgot like so in Streamlabs when you switch from in this case Twitch to YouTube, all the settings just go out the window. So so yeah, sorry about that. Also like why all right, in the live chat, one of you, I can't see your name. And I can't, it's whoever just said, there we go. I see I see your profile pic, but not your name. Everybody else, I see their name. So I assumed that dissatisfied user. Hey, Rams. Hi, Trick. I know I have been gone. I've had a strange couple of weeks. I was gonna say bad, but it hasn't been. Oh, thank you, Rams. Hey, dissatisfied. So yeah, all right. Here's what's been happening. Why I have not been streaming. Also, hi Scott. And hi Micah and Carrie and Stevie. And oh, hello Ty as well and Poe. I said hello to you guys before I realized my microphone wasn't working. So, oh, none of you can see the name. Okay, see, I just don't like. This is kind of new for me. I do live stream to YouTube every month, but it's just for my patrons, so it's just a really small handful of people that I'm used to seeing come around. So it's a little different, and it's a private live stream, you know. That made it sound like there's something going on, but it's just for patrons. Anyway, so what happened was end of June, because my parents came to visit, it really pushed everything back, and I was way behind on videos because I do 8 videos a month, and I think it's set to live chat. Oh, no, you're right. It is top chat. Some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible. I guess I'll set it to live chat just to make sure I'm seeing everybody. Oh, Kyle V. on your broke-ass account. Hi, Kyle. Cool. I didn't even realize there's a difference between live and top. I'll keep it on live chat unless we get some spam. So yeah, you know, my parents visited. It went really well. I think I streamed a little bit just after that, but then I was so behind on videos that I just had to like nose to the grindstone for the end of June. And then, so July started last week, and number one, I was exhausted. And number two, so Monday I had, so Monday was the 3rd of July, and the 4th of July, you know, we celebrate our freedom here in America. And so a bunch of, my partner and a bunch of our friends had the 4th of July off. So we decided, no Switch chat. Switch, there's a joke to be made there about Twitch, but a strange chat. Just the weird shit. I just want to see the weird shit. So yeah, we decided to throw a party on the 3rd of July because people have off on the 4th, and you know, but not the 5th. So we didn't want people to have to go home early on that account. So yeah, we threw a party on the 3rd, and I had to prep for that, and because I'm an insane person, and I use social. Oh, we've got a nose coming in. Hey, buddy. Oh, hold on. I don't have Indie Cam up. Hold on. Let me set up Indie Cam. Hey, buddy. 1 second. Hi. What'd you come to tell me? Nope, not that. Oops. Oh, right. No, it's a whole thing. Oh wait, but I do have. Oh, I have a whole scene for it. That's right, because there was a period of time when I was streaming. Oh, where'd it go? Hold on, hold on, you guys. There's a lot happening here. Oh wait, no, I don't want to delete that. I do want to delete this. Okay. So, all right. So you can see Indy. Hi, Sweet Pea. What's going on? I forgot that I was a kid when I was fostering Bug. I was doing some occasional dog streams to this channel. Maybe I should go back to doing that. But I believe Ty did request a treat. No, sit, back up, beep, beep, beep. No, that's not back up. Come on, come on, come on, guy. All right, sit up, sit, stay. Let me make sure you're on screen. There's a delay here. Shake. Good boy. There you go. Yeah, Windows sounds too. Hi, Poppy. So there you go. There's your indie treat. Let me see if I can copy this and put it over here. Nope, it will not do. What? OBS is so weird. What if I drag and drop? Nope. Wait. Oh, I know. Bye. He's gone now. I know what to do. Hold on. If I find, I think it's media file. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I figured it out. Okay. So, don't look at my mess of an office. Let's hide that so long as Indy's not here. Yeah, the date is, occasionally fix it and then it breaks. Hi, James. Hey, Taryn. Yeah, it's, the IndieCam came very highly reviewed, but, yeah, it like resets itself all the time. Sometimes like I'll hear it moving on its own and it's creepy. It creeps me out. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been hacked. I think it's just like resetting itself, but yeah. Anyway, so we threw a party on the 3rd. So I had to I use these situations as inspiration to actually clean my house top to bottom. So I basically spent Monday scrubbing my house, and then friends came over. One of my friends stayed the night. Another of my friends was supposed to come, but then was traveling. They're from out of town. They got in on the 4th and realized they didn't have any place to stay on the night of the 4th. So basically it ended up being 2 nights of partying, including on the school night that I didn't want to stay up too late partying for. So then by Wednesday, I was exhausted and feeling behind and then needing to clean up and stuff. So I basically wrote off last week. So anyway, yeah, give me an old praise instead of young praise. Right, Poppy? Yeah, and Rams, I'm glad it's not just me. My husband is like, you could clean for me, for my sake. And I'm like, no, that's not enough for me. Sorry. So yeah, that's why that's why I haven't been doing my streams. And then I thought for today, I was like, okay, I'm feeling back in control. So I'm going to stream today. But then I was like, you know what? Why don't I use that 2 weeks off as kind of a reset, and we can try again to try this YouTube thing instead of Twitch. Because one of the reasons why What's the matter, baby? One of the reasons why I wait, where did Anycam just disappear? Oh, there we go. Oh, OBS. One of the reasons why I hesitated to switch over to YouTube is because people subscribe on Twitch and they get certain things for that. And I didn't want anybody to feel like they'd subscribed to me and then like I immediately switch over to YouTube and they've wasted their $5 or whatever. So yeah, but having 2 weeks off, it's like that I also would have fucked over people who subscribed right before I did that. But you guys know that happens even occasionally. I don't know. It's different. Shut up, me. Yeah. So anyway, figured I'd try this, see what the differences are. So I do need to figure out how to set up the chat bot for YouTube. And there's a connections tab in chatbot, but I don't know, maybe YouTube doesn't allow chatbots. I'm actually not sure. It says I can pick YouTube as a streaming service and then create a YouTube shortcut, but I have no idea what this means. Clicking the button doesn't do anything. So, hi Vincent. Yeah, this is my traditional live stream beverage. Around 2 p.m. Pacific time, I start losing energy, and I use my Coke Zero as a way to perk up. Although I'm experimenting with actually eating lunch, so that's helping my energy levels. Yeah, less API friendly makes sense and is unfortunate. Oh, you have seen them? Where's my... Hold on, I need my notebook. My notebook of notes that I make on stream. Ah! Oh my God. Guys, my office is such a mess right now. I almost just knocked over my Apollo whiskey decanter, and that would have made me very sad. I need to clean up both of my desks. And hi, baby. What? Why do you run away? Do you want another treat? Sit. Shake. Shake. Yeah. Hey, godless sewing. Yeah, and then there's some scissors there. It's honestly, I'm a mess, you guys. I'm a mess, but getting my shit together, feeling better this week. Did a workout this morning. And this is my third scheduled calisthenics workout in a row. I take a day off in between for recovery. And so, yeah, this is my third in a row. So that's good. Habit building, etc. Because sometimes, like, I'll skip a workout and then it all unravels and I never get back to it. All right. So I'm making a note here. Huge success. YouTube chatbot, ? I also need to, well, for YouTube, I guess is it helpful to have chat on screen the way it's helpful on Twitch? I don't even know why it is helpful on Twitch. Oh, yeah, maybe. Subscription based. I'm not going to be paying for that if so. That's never going to happen. We'll just have to go bot free at that point. You're just all going to have to spam chat with capitalism whenever anybody asks what the problem is. I know it puts the burden back on you, but hold on, it's been a while since I've even opened the app to control IndieCam. see. Here we go. Let's see. Can we go any lower? We cannot. Is he going to move if I... Oh, no. That's as low as it goes. All right, let's see if... Hopefully he doesn't find this to be a gross invasion of his privacy. Oh, God, he's so cute. Ugh. Yeah, Poppy, that's I mean, we don't have that issue over on Twitch, but that's honestly mostly due to Trick and other mods who are like super fast on the block button, the ban button. Yeah, it's broadcasting from the past in several ways. In terms of the date and time that's shown, and also there's always a slight delay with that. F's in chat for capitalism. Let's see. I don't even remember how to... Wait, configuration center. Date and time. Oh my goodness. It's almost like I've done this before. Sync phone to system time. Oh, there we go. I did it. I don't know if it's showing up yet. Yeah. God, is it the 10th already? Shit. A tachyonic anti-telephone. Is that some Star Trek shit? We've been catching up on Picard. We're on the last season now. And I kind of hate it. Like, I have what I think is the best idea for what Picard should have been. And now that it's over, I would really like to write this spec script and do a reboot. Here's what Picard should have been. Hey, Oak. And what I thought that it... Going into Picard, here's what I thought it was. And now I know it should have been. Jean-Luc Picard is retired from Starfleet. He's living on his vineyard. And he's bored out of his mind. And so he starts to meet his neighbors, the other townsfolk. And then a murder happens, and he has to solve it. And then next week, another murder happens, and he has to solve it. The week after that, Worf shows up, just passing through town, and, like, his bat'leth is stolen, and they have to figure out who did it. Basically, Murder, She Wrote, starring Jean-Luc Picard in the future. There's some sci-fi. They use phasers. There are aliens. But it's just a murder of the week show. Like, would that not be the greatest? Oh, sending information back in time. Yeah. Anti-telephone. I like that. That's what I heard, Godless. I heard that for season 3. So I noticed that, like, season 3, they were like, you remember all that stuff that happened in the past 2 seasons? We don't. Who cares? Yes, cozy murder in space. And, like, but it's also, like, not in space. It's on a vineyard. But occasionally they can go to space. They'll hop up there for, like, some episodes, you know? But yeah, I heard that for season 3, they just were like, you know what, let's just do fan service. Let's just do pure fan service. So, no, Indy did not agree with us there. It's actually, for those of you who are new to the stream, it's pretty rare for Indy to choose to stay in the room while I'm streaming unless he's getting a treat, because he hates when I talk on the phone or yell at a video game. Like, oh yeah, sure, put the vineyard in space. Good point. I was going based on like where they decided the vineyard was, but you're absolutely right. He is in space. It's on a space station. Why not? Okay, so Strange New Worlds is incredible. I think we are behind on that one too. We got distracted by a bunch of other stuff, but I've definitely seen the first season. I don't know how many seasons there are. I might have seen 2 seasons, but Strange New Worlds is exactly what Star Trek should be, in my opinion. Like if you're doing a Star Trek show, like it's the old school feeling. It's the feeling of the original series, but more fun, better diversity, updated, for current sensibilities. But otherwise, like, it's perfect. I actually recommended it to my father, who he's the one who introduced me to Star Trek. He was a big fan of the original series, and these days he's, a boomer. So it's progressive, but it's fun. And like the progressivism is not done in a way that, like, it's very difficult for somebody with a normal non-poison brain. Like, even if you're a boomer who thinks like diversity's gone too far, it's a very difficult show to criticize because those people just exist, like non-binary characters and black people, in the same way kind of that they just existed in the original series. And and just like with the original series, the take-home messages of kindness and inclusion are they're not subtle, but they're not like in your face, I don't know how to describe it. It's really well done. Like, I found it entertaining, and I don't know, I just appreciate the fact that someone managed to walk what I think is like a very difficult line that appeals to boomers who liked the original series, but who may not be as progressive as the younger generations. So they've made a show though that I think will still appeal to the majority of both. So, it's currently in season 2. Okay, so I saw the entirety of the first season, and yeah, highly recommend it. Anyway, it's worth like getting a subscription, because I think you have to, right? It's like Paramount or one of those. I never remember anymore. So yeah, and like it's actually, I would say, Deep Space Nine will always be my favorite, I think, Star Trek series. And even as I admit, it's very unlike the previous iterations. But Strange New Worlds is, it's clever for not scaring boomers. Like, it's such a hard line to walk. And I don't think like all media should be, like, I am totally fine having a bunch of shows and movies and music that I would never recommend to my dad. Like, that is totally fine. But it's really nice to have that option. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Vincent, by the way. Yeah, Vincent, I don't want to get too much into it, but yeah, I get that. I feel you on that. But yeah, I love Deep Space Nine. But yeah, Strange New Worlds is like just so fun. It's such a fun show. I should do a rewatch of Deep Space Nine. Yeah, our flag means death. Yeah, I think it would. The nice thing is that it wouldn't at first. I feel like boomers would probably be into it at first. So that's a very funny way to scare boomers, is to draw them in with something that they think they would like, and then like boom. Oh yeah, I still haven't seen Lower Decks. But I've heard that there's a crossover coming up. Or maybe it's already happened. I don't know. But yeah, I've heard from other people that Lower Decks is really good. But I also suspect Lower Decks is an example of something that is for the younger generation, and that it would maybe terrify boomers. Not sure, but I also think that my vision of Picard would be a great way to straddle that line between attracting fans of the original series and gay. Yeah, Deep Space Nine was like college, like high school into college. I think. Was it like late 90s? Hey, Caesar. It's funny, I was actually just thinking of doing a hike. I might do a hiking video tomorrow. Yeah, like it's funny because at first I was like, well, nobody's gonna wanna see a hike that isn't epic, like Mist Trail. But then I also saw the other day, like a tweet or a skeet or something showed up on my timeline that was like, why is everybody gotta turn their day hikes into 18-hour long 5,000-mile elevation treks? Like, whatever happened to just walking for a mile and then eating a sandwich? And I think the answer to that is because it's what social media wants. But yeah, I've been thinking about that. I'm like, maybe I should do more, just because there's so many great hikes around Oakland, and the Bay Area in general. So, oh, don't worry, Caesar. We're always jumping topics here. Oh, it was 93 to 99. So yeah, the last year was when I was in college. Yeah. That makes sense. 93. I was in love with Bashir, even as I understood that he was the subject of mockery and should be the subject of mockery. I was desperately in love with Bashir. And it was the reason why I started watching, because I thought he was just so dreamy. Come for the sexy doctor, stay for the political intrigue and religious commentary. But yeah, no, I'm gonna, I think maybe tomorrow, tomorrow is a cardio day, so I'm also trying to like exercise more this month, because I kind of fell off the last month or two, and I felt my anxiety creeping back. Oh, Garrick was super sexy. It's true. Not only did I fall in love with Bashir, but I did fall in love with Alexander Siddig. And yeah, I watched one of his movies on a plane once just because he was in it, and I loved every second of it. It was about like a middle-aged lady going to Morocco or something and fucking him, I think. And I was so excited when he was announced for Game of Thrones, and then they did that storyline so dirty. Like, originally I was like, wait, he can't play the patriarch of that family. That role is all wrong. He's got like, didn't he have like gout or something? I was like, not my beautiful Alexander Siddig. Like, I pictured somebody like very different. Not that like gout runs in my family. I'm probably going to have gout. Not that people with gout can't be very sexy. I don't remember if that's what he had, but yeah. So I didn't picture him for it, but I was like, you know what? But that's okay. I want him in a prestige TV show because it'll lead to more work, and I can see him more on my TV. And then the Sand Snakes. Indy, hey, come here. Indy, come here. Hi, what's the matter with you? You're in? You're out? Are you okay? Can you lay down? Lay down. Lay down. Yeah, good boy. Anyway, it made me really angry that they did nothing with the character, and then the whole Sand Snakes thing screwed up. Ugh. Oh my God. Bashir solving murder of the week. Ooh. He was into like, yeah. He was definitely into like his James Bond thing. Bashir and Garrick have married and are living in a little village. What? Malcolm McDowell is Alexander Siddig's uncle? Is Roddy McDowell his father or also uncle? Also, I had no idea Andrew Robinson wrote a book, but that's great. Did he get incinerated in Rain of Fire? I don't think I ever saw that, but you know what? Making a note here. Rain of Fire. Okay. Thank you. Guys, we've come up with a great idea here. I'll write the spec script. I'll send it over to Alex, as I like to call him. Do you think he goes by Alex? Because originally, I believe, when Deep Space Nine started in the credits, he was Siddig El Fadil, and then changed it to the more Hollywood-friendly, I'm sure, Alexander Siddig. Do you think he goes by Alex, or do you think he goes by Sid? I'll need to do some research before I approach him. He would make a great Sherlock Holmes. And I would love a Left Hand of Darkness movie. Do you think that they could... is that filmable even, though? I don't know. Also, Dax, they killed Dax off, right? I don't really remember. I feel like something unfortunate happened to her. Or maybe I'm just thinking the unfortunate thing was that she didn't end up with Bashir, because I kind of wanted them to bang. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it would be like an open relationship, but there would be rules, and Garrick would be simultaneously incredibly jealous, but also like kind of turned on whenever Bashir went out. Oh, they swapped actresses. Named himself after his dog. I have a friend who's named Toby. And when I met him, I said, that is the cutest name. And he said, I know. That's why every other Toby you know is a dog. And I was like, you're not wrong. Yes, absolutely. I'm here for that Sherlock and Watson. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do a hike, I think, video. Speaking of fitness update, my cycling has been put on hold because I think doing 18 miles left me a little. Anyway, I bought a new bike seat, but it doesn't arrive until Wednesday. So until then, I'm not doing any bike things. But when it arrives, we're doing a whole geometry update. So that, oh, where are you? You're Toby's best man. Aw. So yeah, but hopefully starting Thursday, I'm restarting the bike training. I'm back in the saddle. Toby is also an adorable name for a woman. Toby is also the name of the actor who plays Artie, the strongest man in the world, in Pete and Pete, The Adventures of Pete and Pete. And once you come to appreciate Toby Huss, you see him in everything. Like, he's everywhere, and it's great. Oh, I wish. If I could propagate a bike, I would. You wouldn't propagate a bike. Yes, I would. Yeah, well, I'm supposed to. So, at this point in my training for Death Valley, I think I'm supposed to be doing like 2 20-mile rides a week. I'm a little behind. Considering that the one 18-mile ride required a week and a half of rest. Oh, Courtney's mail. I just thought, I mean, I know several women who have been best men and several men who have been maids of honor or men of honor, so, and the women will sometimes be best lady, but, you know, things are not quite so concrete these days. But anyway, bike training is continuing, but I have at least another day of cardio where I cannot cycle, so I'll either be going surfing or, but if I don't go surfing tomorrow, I'm going to go for a hike, and I'll make a little video about it. It won't be quite as exciting as the Mist Trail, but that's okay. I would like to encourage more people to explore short hikes, because, like, I know not everywhere is as great as here, but I think a lot of people, including those people who live here, wouldn't necessarily think that Oakland is, like, rife with the most beautiful green spaces you've ever seen, you know? Like, I'll post photos to my Instagram and people are like, are you in Yosemite? And it's like, nope, Oakland. Overnight hike trips. No, not in the works. So I do want to do, so I don't have lightweight, hiking, camping, backpacking. I don't have lightweight backpacking stuff. Although I did just buy, REI just had a sale. So I got their, like, basic one-person tent for the Death Valley ride. And so I've been really wanting to go out with just me and Indy and do an overnight camp somewhere. However, I started looking into it. My partner isn't super thrilled about the idea. And then I sort of got distracted by other stuff. But that is something that I would like to do in the near future. So yeah, if I do that, I will film it and make a little video. I'm happy to take suggestions on places to go. 'Cause yeah, also, so around the same time that I was researching, like, good places to do that kind of thing, the algorithm sensed it and started serving me nothing but TikTok videos of women who were solo campers talking about how they have to carry a gun not for wildlife but for creepy men. Like there was one woman who talked about that. There was another woman who told the story about how like she found this great camp spot, and just before sunset this truck kept driving past over and over and over again with two guys in it. And so finally she packed up and went somewhere else, and then the next day she was on a trail and they passed each other, and the guy stops and he's like, "Hey, you were the one that was at that great campsite we found. Hi, like, thanks for letting us have it." And she was just like, "I didn't let you have it. You fucking terrified me," and I left. Anyway, and there were several like that. So I'm just like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. So yeah, and I'm on a bit of a financial diet right now. So I don't want to go out and buy ultralight because, I just got the new bike seat and, one expensive hobby at a time. I think with the one person tent though, and like we have a sleeping bag that's pretty small and I don't necessarily need like a pad. So I think I could make it work if it's just like one night. I just have to figure out like where to go and how to do it safely and not freak out. I do think I would feel a little better having Indy with me, but he's also not the scariest looking dog, so and I do have I bought a reservoir backpack for Yosemite and for Death Valley. So I do have one of those, and I'd have to test it out, but I think I could fit tent and sleeping bag and some food in there. So yeah, I have pepper spray somewhere that I bought ages ago. And I do have a big knife that I have used, not used, but used as a deterrent, Yeah. Yeah, and actually, Jennifer, that's the other thing is that, I've mentioned I have degenerative disc in my back. And so, last year we were camping and we were doing 2 nights in Mendocino. And on the first full day that we were there, that's when we went. We rented an outrigger canoe and took Indy canoeing, which was amazing, but I definitely overdid it. We canoed for a few hours, and by the time we got back to the dock, I was like, oh no, this isn't good. Like I could feel it. I could feel the spasms beginning. And by the next morning, I was in so much pain that I basically, like, my partner had to do the driving, and he just, like, gunned it home so I could get my muscle relaxers, like, and I was out of it for several days. So, yeah, if I'm doing a hike with the stuff on my back and then camping and hike out, it needs to be, like, not too crazy. So... And yeah, India is actually like really good for that, for paying attention to what's happening around us. Like there have been times when I've been walking him at night, for instance, and he'll like alert to a person that I would not have seen, like who's kind of like lurking in the shadows. And there was a time a while ago when I was walking him at night, and a man like lurched out of the shadows to, I think the guy was just asking me for, he was either going to holler at me or he was going to ask for change or something. But it was very sudden, and Indy like lunged at him, like snarling, barking lunge, and the guy like fell back over himself to get away. And I was just like, good boy. Good boy. So Matthew, you mean like a sleeping pad? I do actually, I have one that gets down pretty tiny, so I probably could I think I could do tent, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, and then just use my bag as my pillow or something. Hi, Wee Wee. How are you? Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be fine. The question really is, sorry, my Coke just, too much Coke. The main risk isn't so much being murdered, but am I going to be able to get a decent night's sleep? Or am I going to lay there all night thinking about how I'm probably going to be murdered? Who knows? Who knows? But I do have, I did pick up that harness for Indy a few months back, which has pouches. So Indy can pack in and out his own food and water, which is nice. So yeah, Matthew, I have two actually. I have one that you blow into to inflate, and I have another one that's like, it's like a foam that you just have to unroll it and then let it go, and it like slowly reinflates, and then you like close off a nozzle, and then the next morning you just roll it up tight. So yeah, I think I have the necessary stuff. So anyway, maybe, but no immediate plans to do that because I can only obsess about one thing at a time. And right now, it's got to be the bike ride because if I don't obsess about it, I'm gonna die. So, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. This is a pretty good success. I'll look into getting the bot up and running. I mostly I needed to connect to Discord to let you guys know when I'm live. And yeah, but like I don't think streaming on Twitch is ultimately worth it. I don't know. Feel free, hop on over to the Discord. Let me know if you prefer it on Twitch. If so, why? And then, yeah, we'll figure something out. All right, guys. You're fantastic. I love you all. I'm sorry again that I took 2 weeks off, but I should be back more or less on the old schedule, 2 p.m.-ish. Tomorrow, if I do go surfing, I might not make it back in time, but the rest of the week should be pretty clear. Oh, although we have a heat wave on the way again. I think it's going to be okay for this week, but as you know, the PC gets a little warm. I don't have air conditioning. If it hits 90, no stream. You know how it is. All right, guys. I'll see you